everyone, and welcome back to the latest episode of Israel in Style, where we will be talking all about Israeli fashion tech, reality TV fame, the evolution of TV in the Holy Land, and don't worry, I didn't forget some beauty tips. So, to start off today's show, we are talking fashion, and not just fashion, fashion technology. I'm sure everyone has had that morning where you stood in front of your closet for half an hour and couldn't decide what to wear. What matches what jacket goes with these jeans, what shoes, everything. Well, our next interviewee has the solution. Here with us in the studio today is Clea Ohana, one of the 3 founders of Wishi. Hi, how are you?
Good, how are you?
I'm good. So why don't you tell everybody about this app and website, Wishi?
Sure. So basically, Wishi is an online styling app where you get connected with stylists from all around the world. We have the top stylists, and they can style you all online based on what you have in your closet, or they can suggest new items for you to purchase.
Right. So how does it work? You guys pick the stylist, you pick the, how does it work? You guys put the clothes on the app?
So right now the stylists basically are applying to become stylists,
okay.
As they are already stylists offline.
Right.
But now they want to make extra revenue online. So they basically apply, we review them, we review their portfolio, their Instagram, their website. And
make sure they got some style, you know, got to get it going on. It can't just be stump.
Exactly.
Okay.
So we make sure that they're like, you know, within our like standards.
Right.
And we have all different types of styles, different types of clients. And once they are approved by our team, then they get online. We help them onboard, and then you know teach them how to style online, basically.
Okay. So the stylists have their own app, and then the customers have theirs. How does it work?
So that was the stylist part. Now, as a client,
right.
If you don't know what to wear, or you've never actually accessed a stylist because it was either too expensive or you didn't know
what a stylist is, you know, a lot of people are just kind of like, I'm pretty sure I can put all this together myself. And
right.
Like,
and sometimes you don't know how to put something together.
Exactly.
Or for like a special event, you would want, you know, a more professional eye.
Right, right.
So if you're going to a wedding or a job interview or any sort of special event that you know, want to make sure a stylist is like validating you.
You need some advice, some like a final approval on this outfit.
Exactly. It's
okay.
like, check, you look good, go for it. So then you can access a stylist on Wishi. It's pretty affordable, and you go through different stylists. And based on your profile, so once you sign up, you answer all of these questions.
Okay.
And based on all of your preferences, we match you with a relevant stylist.
Kind of like Tinder, but with stylists.
Exactly.
That's
and
awesome.
we even call it a stylist match.
Ooh, that's awesome. So I come in, let's say as a user, let's dumb it down. I come in as a user and I'm looking at this app. How do you know what, like, do I put up pictures of the outfits that I'm looking to put together?
So you select from inspiration pictures that we show you to define your style, so we understand what type of style you like, what type of budget you're in, because you could be from like 50 to 200 to like, you know,
thousands.
More expensive.
Yeah.
So it really depends on you, and that's why it's so personalized.
That's awesome.
And that's why we really took the like offline experience, but put it online, and so it's as personalized as it gets. So it's based on all of your preferences.
That's really great.
And then we match it with a stylist, or you can go and pick a stylist that inspires you.
And how did you guys get started with this app? I know there's not just one of you, there's 3 of you guys. 2 of them we actually talked about are Israeli. They're from the Holy Land here. So how did you guys get started?
So basically, I was working at Net-a-Porter as a stylist,
right.
And I realized that a lot of my fellow stylists needed more consistent income, and a lot of people I knew didn't have a solution on what to wear, whether they're every day to work or just for a special event. So I realized there was like some sort of disconnect in the market where if I connected the stylist and the clients online, then we'd manage to break down the prices.
Right.
So that's basically what we did, and we just connected those 2 worlds, connected them online, and now we're giving online styling accessible.
And you guys have been around for how long? Because I know that we spoke before, you said you're an app and a website. Did the website come first and then you realized it was plausible, or how did it
start? So first the website obviously came, and then we basically developed an app for the stylist and an app for the clients.
Right.
Especially the latest product is the app for the stylist, because we wanted them to style really fast.
Right.
And you know, they're in their Uber, and like you're styling your client really quickly, and our goal is to really make styling as fast as possible.
Right.
Especially by a person and not a machine. If you're
not a machine. Okay, so when you guys were looking into starting this thing, were you guys doing market research, or like you said, you started at Net-a-Porter, so you kind of already knew that this was missing?
I think the question of like, what should I wear tomorrow? Like, no one needs research for it. Like you know you need a
Everybody
solution.
goes through this, whether it's girls, guys, everybody.
Everyone, and especially like it's such a common and like recurring question. Like,
Right.
what should I wear to this or to that? So, and nothing really answers that question besides texting your friend.
Sending pictures in the group chat, you know, doing a post on Instagram, is this yes or no? But like, who has time for that?
A, who has time for it, and B, they're not necessarily professional, so they wouldn't give you the
Just
right
opinions,
advice.
right.
Yeah. So we always say it's like actually a friend that has skills.
Okay, I like that.
Yeah.
And is this an option for guys? Like, can
Yeah,
guys
sure.
come on here and get styled as well?
You have guys, girls, any type of gender.
Any type of gender. Anybody that can come around and has a cool closet and wants to figure it out can come.
Yeah, exactly. Or doesn't have time or doesn't know what to pack. So
Right.
they can just
Packing, that's a really good idea. And you
Yeah.
need help with that.
We get a lot of clients that need help for like if they're going on holiday.
Yeah,
if,
they're going on vacation and I need to like figure out what I have to bring to this vacation.
Exactly, or they have a limited amount of clothes they can bring and they need a lot of different combinations.
That's great. There's so
Yeah.
many things that you know as a normal person when you're standing in front of your closet. You don't know what goes with what or what you need or
Exactly.
you know, it's
You don't know how to like stick to a few
100%.
color combinations or a few, essential pieces.
Yeah, color blocks and stuff like that. That's out the window for a lot of people. They don't know what matches and what goes. All right, so pretty much everybody who is looking to get styled and needs some help with their closet should definitely check out Wishi.
Exactly.
All right, so for anyone in dire need for a stylist and simply don't know where to go, now Wishi is here for you. Make sure to check them out. All right, so up next, this is the test. If you guys are real fans of Israel in Style, there's no chance you don't know this next girl. Her start to fame began after participating in the Big Brother reality show, where she ended up getting second place, even though I thought she should have won. And now she's gone on to bigger and better things. But I won't give it all away. Here with us in the studio is the gorgeous Shani Goldstein.
Hey,
what
how
an
are you?
intro, right?
Well, listen, I was smiling like a little child. Let's go. I think it's the best intro that I've ever got in my
That's
life.
what's
Yeah, I think I
up.
should go with you everywhere I go.
So we're going to talk about reality fame and how it really got started. So how do you feel like they portrayed you in the reality show that you participated? You were on Big Brother.
I think that if, to be honest, even though there's a huge production behind you, and of course everything is being edited,
Right.
even though to the little smallest details, but I think they can't make something that it's not you. I mean, of course, everything is bigger, stronger. Sometimes I was looking at myself and I was like, this is how I behave, but I knew it's still me. You can't take a person and make it completely something else. If you're a mean person, they're gonna see you're a mean person. If you're a good person and sometimes you yell, sometimes people yell.
No, and sometimes people say things that they didn't mean to, or sometimes people do things that they didn't mean to. And
yeah, but I always take responsibility
100%,
about, like,
and I loved that.
If I need to shut up and say, you know what, I'm sorry, that's what I do. But people who didn't deserve my apology
didn't receive
never
it.
get it.
Sorry. Well, how do you feel like, okay, so from the fame that you did receive after the show, you did get second place. And so nothing we can do. You got second place. Do you feel like the opportunities you received were positive afterwards, or what do you think?
I think that it goes both ways because from one side you're going out and you're one of the most famous people in the country.
Yeah.
And you don't even get it yet, but you are.
I mean, you were sitting in a house for 3 months.
But you are. You're like at the size of the biggest stars that Israel has seen in like a past decade.
Right.
Okay? And you're with them. But again, in order to work in it and develop a career, now you need to prove yourself
100%.
sometimes even more because they trash talk you. They say, look, you're a reality star.
Right.
Why do you deserve, and someone that studied theater for 4 or 5 years now deserves less than you? I don't think they deserve less than me.
Right.
But I think that
different opportunities.
I think that even without the Big Brother, I could have done it. It just
would have
took me
taken
longer.
Would have taken
and
a
I'll
little bit
probably give up
longer.
like 5 times while trying. So
that's just probably what would have ended up.
That's us dancing.
That is us dancing at one of the events that I did see you at. You were wearing
nice.
a satin robe, looking a little like...
unbelievable. I looked like you, Hefner.
Yeah, that's what we said in the interview.
I really like this look.
So what about like the reality, the reality reputation here in Israel as opposed to the States? Do you feel like people look down at it as much as they do in the States, or do you feel like they're more accepting here of reality stars?
No, I think that actually in Israel, You know what's funny? Israeli people has a completely different thing, which is docu-reality. Have you heard this before?
No, I didn't.
It's like something like a mishmash between documentary, which is always hard and like Michael Moore vibe and investigating thing, into reality, which is trash, and they take just
random people,
random people, and give them something to do, and let's see who will kill someone first.
Put them in a house for 3 months.
Yeah, but in Israel you have like a new thingy, which is the docu-reality. So it's like something in between, like It Girls.
Right.
Have you heard about it?
I have heard about it.
You have a lot of, you know, other TV shows that
it's not really reality. It's
something
not
in the middle.
set up as much.
It is set up, but still, I think it portrays people and it gives them the opportunity to show a gift or a talent they have. And if you don't have it, you're never going to make it anyway.
Right. So this is the test, pretty much.
Yeah.
Well, what about, let's get talking about your new project. You are now currently hosting your own radio show, a dream come true for me, really.
A dream come true.
Tell me about it. What can we expect on the show? What are you talking about? What's
it's been running for almost a couple of months now.
Okay.
And to be honest, it's something that I never thought I'm going to make. It was a destination that I was thinking about it for a long time, and especially after I got off the show. And I never believe it's going to be so quickly, and knock wood. And I'm really grateful, because I think this opportunity is giving me, you know, a reason. Because it's not only about how I look and what I wear, and who's my boyfriend, and who are my friends, and what cool parties I go to. It's really giving me to sit with like a tracksuit and talk about stuff that I think that people should hear about, and I think that women should think about and act about, and I think it's really important.
Amazing.
I love it.
So you guys are doing
and
it every...
music, and good music.
So what music? What are you doing? Are you doing a lot of Israeli music or
I'm always doing like a bit of a mishmash.
Okay.
I love saying that. Yeah, sometimes you know, I like more Israeli music, but still it's like, you know,
so you do like
it's you know, it's Friday and it's Jerusalem.
During the day,
So during the day, I love Israeli music more, and I also love to actually give this stage for Israeli artists.
Right.
I think it's
to
important.
give them the opportunity as well to also be, you know,
so sometimes
showcased.
I like if I play more noble artists, so I love to put maybe later someone that nobody knows, or you know,
so you can kind of give them a little bit more exposure.
Yes, exactly.
Thank you.
That was the word I was looking for.
We compliment each other.
Help me
we
more
compliment
with that.
each other. It's okay. All right. Well, thank you so much for joining us. I hope you come back on the show. I want to hear more about everything that's going on with you. We didn't get a chance to talk about your new love off the show.
It's not new. Actually, it's almost a year of celebration.
Yes.
Yes, it's really weird.
Well, then we'll have to catch up and see what you did for your year celebration.
So you will call me whenever it is.
All right. Well, thank you so much.
Thank you so much.
Well, for any of you in the area, make sure to tune in to Shani's radio show every Friday at 2 p.m. Follow her on Instagram and keep an eye out for her next big project. And up now, Israel has so much more to offer than delicious food, crazy nightlife, talented fashion designers, and gorgeous beaches. We are also home to some of the best-known movie and TV show directors and writers who have managed to change the way other countries view our media evolution. Here with us to discuss is Ruta Kupfer. Thanks so much for joining us.
Thank you for inviting me.
How are you? Okay, so why don't we start off by you telling us how you really got into the movie and TV show critic life?
Okay, so I grew up in the States. I like to say that 30 Rock for me is not only one of my favorite TV shows, I actually grew up there because my father used to work in NBC.
Oh, wow.
Yeah, he was an editor there.
Okay.
And I went every weekend, I used to go there, and he let me see. I had like, you know, VOD before it was even a
before
thing.
It was even a thing and
right,
possible.
there was like a library of VTRs, and I'd choose what I want to see, and he'd let me see it. So I was like, I grew up in the States, which was, of course, you know, American television oriented.
Right.
And I was in the makings of it because my father worked in NBC. And then I came back to Israel, and the situation in Israel was so different. We had one channel. It was only allowed to be in black and white. They had this thing that you had to erase the color. It was a thing that the government was doing then. And I was shocked because when I came, it was the Ramadan period, and you know, the holiday, and what you had on TV was a man praying That was, you know,
one channel for
one
kids,
channel
adults,
for kids.
everybody.
In the afternoon, you had a grown man sitting and praying, and that was what was on TV. And that was the first time I wrote my first piece of criticism. I wrote a postcard to my dad, who lived in the States still. He didn't come yet. He was trying to sell our house.
Right.
And I wrote to him, in Israel, there's no TV, only radio with pictures.
Radio with pictures. Oh,
yeah,
okay. You were creative back then.
Right. I was snarky then too.
So we wanted to talk about the topic of Fauda. The show, it came out, you know, the second season trailer came out, and now it's official that there's going to be a third season.
That's right.
It's on Netflix. Tell us about it.
And the New York Times called it one of the best series, TV series, not foreign TV series, not Israeli TV series, one of the best TV series of the year,
that
of 2017.
Is huge
it
on
is
another level.
And it's also true. It's really a very, very good. They even called it the Israeli Wire, the Wire. You know.
Okay.
They sort of compared it to one of the best, to my mind, the best TV shows ever. And it's very gritty. It's really, there's something very real to life, you know. It's, and it's a thriller. You can't stop watching it. And I think it also politically, it does something very interesting because it tells the story from a lot of points of view.
Okay.
And it does it in a very honest way.
So what can we, if you can let us know, what can we expect for season 2?
Okay, a lot of trouble. First of all, Fauda in Arabic means chaos, and that's their code word. This unit in the middle.
Right.
The unit in the series is like an undercover unit of Israeli soldiers, and when they say this word, that means they have to split. Okay. So
once you hear Fauda, you gotta get going.
on your van and out.
Okay.
And
so what's season 2 gonna look like?
I think there's going to be a lot of trouble there too. You know, there are counterterrorism. There's still a lot of terrorist attacks going on, and there's still. We're not leaving. I don't know if you're aware of this, but we're not living in peace here yet. So there's.
Not everyone's aware of that, but yeah, we're not living here. So we're not living here in peace. So there's a lot to be talked about, especially throughout the show.
Exactly.
But what about Netflix in general?
So. The reason I think that they got the third season immediately before we even saw a second series here in Israel, which is going to be broadcast at the end of this month, is that Netflix and Lior, who is the main character and one of the screenwriters of the show, is working with them, and it's a big success there. And we have a lot of other Israeli shows that are doing quite well.
A lot.
Yeah, 6 shows. I counted
that's
6.
Huge.
So today what you have is Mossad 101, who in Hebrew we call Hamid Rasha. And there's something that has an English version, and it's called Greenhouse Academy, which is also an Israeli show. And Surgim, which is about the about religious young people in Jerusalem. And we have Fauda and also Chatufim, which
was originally in Israeli. Is it in Hebrew?
It's and Fauda is in Hebrew too. All these shows, except for the Greenhouse Academy, are in Hebrew.
With subtitles.
Exactly. Once, the thing you used to say about American viewers was that they didn't want to see things with subtitles, and it seems that they're open to this
Look
too.
at this.
Yeah. And if we mentioned Chatufim, can we talk a bit more about something?
Well, actually, we have to wrap this up.
Okay.
But we hope that you will come back next time on the show.
Happy to come again.
And everyone who enjoyed hearing all about Israeli media, make sure to stay tuned, and maybe Uta will come back. Who knows? A few weeks ago, we had fashion blogger Karen Orr with us from Street Chic Tel Aviv blog to tell us what's absolutely in and what's totally out when it comes to fashion trends for this winter. But what's a total look without some makeup, right? Well, here with us in the studio is the talented makeup artist, Jacqueline Lawrence, to tell us what's in and what's out with this winter's makeup trends. Hi, love. How are you?
Hi, I'm really happy to be here.
Oh, I'm so happy that you're here. So let's just dive right into it. We were talking before about makeup trends during the winter. What are they? What are the main colors that you're using?
Okay, so makeup is really fluid, so it really depends on the person.
Right.
But what it tends to be is, in the winter, we sort of tend to go towards richer colors, so deeper tones of the same colors that you're using in summer, but it sort of goes into richer colors.
Okay.
So like smoky grays,
Right.
darker browns, deeper plums. These are the colors. The lipstick gets darker.
Right.
Red, Bordeaux, these really nice sort of colors, and the light browns, the light nudes become darker browns. So the tones just get richer.
Okay, so we're talking just a little bit more of like the regular tones, but darker, you know, like a little bit more smoky in a way.
Deeper and richer.
Okay, perfect. So what are the 3 must-have products? We talked before how I have generally oily skin. So what would you do? It doesn't matter winter or summer. Sometimes people say that it depends, like, you know, the summer, it's humidity. What would you have in your winter bag?
So for winter, the main thing is skin. Your makeup is only as good as your skin.
Right.
So you have to have great skin. Now, in the winter, we all seem to get like really dry skin.
Right.
So
and I magically don't. It just like doesn't work for me.
Right. So the greatest product is obviously a really, really good moisturizer. And I love what's coming out in the market now of face oils.
Okay. Doesn't that sound a little contradicting? Like,
I'm
going to put oil on my skin?
You would think, but it's actually really, really good for your skin. Mineral oil is amazing for skin, for acne-prone skin. I promise you,
You're blowing my mind right now. You know, everything that people tell you not to put onto oily skin, you're saying that there are products, oil products, that I'm supposed to be putting on my skin.
Absolutely, absolutely.
Wow, that's so interesting.
I use an oil every single night.
At night? Would you put it in the morning?
And during the day,
Wow.
Yeah.
Okay, we're gonna have to talk about this more afterwards. This really intrigues me. What about primers? You know, a lot of people say for shiny skin and just in general for makeup, it's a good thing to put primers, but I've heard mixed things recently that primers are actually clogging your pores. So what do we do about that?
Okay, so some skin is just sensitive to primers and you will have a breakout.
Okay.
But most skin, actually primers are great, especially if you're going a whole day from morning and you're out at work or you're going somewhere and you're going to be out all night and you need your makeup to stay. It's a really great product because primer is going to smooth the skin. It's going to sort of like blur out the open pores and make your skin appear smoother on top of your makeup.
Right, so kind of like a canvas to start off.
Exactly. So that's what it does. It preps and primes the skin for the foundation, and it's going to make it last longer.
So you're saying primers are okay. I mean, obviously, be careful if you have sensitive skin.
Yeah.
All right, so we have a little game that I kind of want to play about trending or not when it comes to makeup, okay? So I saw your post. We see here all over the screens your pictures where you're with your makeup on it. So tell me if this is trending or if it's absolutely not trending.
Okay.
Sparkling eyeshadow, you know, with a little bit of shimmer, darker.
Okay, so sparkling eyeshadow trends in the winter time when it's the holiday season. So right now, I'd say absolutely a trend.
Yes, because of the holidays.
Yes.
So not just general winter.
General winter, no, but during the festive season, people are going out to parties, New Year's, Christmas, Hanukkah parties, people are getting dressed up. They want a little bit of glamour, they want a bit of sparkle, and that's when the makeup companies are pushing these products.
Okay.
Yes.
What about matte lipstick? We talked about, you know, darker toned lips. Does that look good in matte?
Okay, so matte was a huge trend through the summer, and it still is, but what's coming out now is metallic lips. You're going to see metallic lips everywhere. It's going to be a huge trend. So they're moving from matte into metallic now.
Complete opposite. Polar opposites.
It's all about textures.
And people are going to go for that.
Absolutely.
Wow, that's so interesting. I have to see that. Okay, what about contouring? I know this has been a trend for the past couple of years, but I think people just really started talking about it recently. Contouring, is there too much contouring?
No, contouring is huge. Everybody wants it.
Right.
All my clients want contouring, and it really makes a difference. So I say it's here to stay.
It's in. Okay.
Yes.
Bottom eyeliner. I literally just had the discussion with somebody. Does it make your eyes a little smaller? Does it work with everybody? What do you think?
It depends on the color. If you're going to go with a black eyeliner, it is going to make your eye stand out more, but it is going to close the eye. If you wear a white eyeliner, it's going to completely open up the eye. I prefer a white.
A white eyeliner?
I prefer a white
But you
eyeliner.
say bottom eyeliner is a good thing.
Eyeliner inside the eye, on the bottom, white.
Okay.
Stick with white. Eyes will be bright.
So speaking of eyeliner, last question, what about cat eye? When you do like the little extension, you know, little flares, is that too much or can you wear that on the day-to-day?
You can wear it on a day-to-day. I'm wearing it now.
I'm wearing it now, guys.
I always wear my eyeliner.
All right, for all of those in the area with a special event coming up, make sure to check out Jacqueline's Facebook page. And that's all the time we have for today's episode of Israel in Style. Thank you to all our guests who came into the studio today. And for all of you who missed any episodes and want to catch up, make sure to check us out on iltv.tv/Israel in Style and tune in.